All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? This is a great rap debate that I love to have on my platform. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of pushback on this conversation because this thing is so prevalent in a lot of communities and a lot of people that listen to my platform. So we're going to give it to you straight. Now, as we all know, we talked about Young Dolph on my platform a couple days ago as he claims he turned down a $22 million deal. Now, anybody that ever listened to Young Dolph music know that his music talks about a lot of turn up. His music has a lot of his previous dealings with maybe selling drugs, right? Being a trapper, growing up in the hood, making it out, making his family proud, buying fancy cars, and such, right? But one thing I said in the mix of that was being a trapper, selling drugs, and making it out of the hood, all right? Now, Young Dolph left a comment a few hours ago on his Instagram account that has a lot of people upset because a lot of people are looking at it as very hypocritical. And I want you guys to tell me what y'all think about it here in my comment box below. He said, everybody rappers nowadays. What happened to all the trappers holding the trap down? Internet fucked the streets up. Niggas don't even want money no more. Everybody just want some attention. Shaking my head. And you know what? I'm going to be 100% honest with you. And Dolph is not lying when he says this. The internet has fucked the streets up. But I would want to bring these two statements up, and a lot of fans are doing this already in response to Dolph. And I would want to bring these statements to combat what Dolph is saying. Again, just a little bit of pushback to Young Dolph. Two things. Well, a lot of these people grew up listening to music from guys like Young Dolph, or hell, take it back a little further to the Yo Gottis, the Young Jeezys of the world, the T.I.s, and if you look at Rollo, even look at Rollo's situation, right? When Rollo was doing an interview, right, when he got jammed up, one of the things he said, and it stuck with me, he was like, damn, I was doing what Jeezy told me to do. Jeezy told me to trap or die. That's how I ended up in the situation I'm in. So in regards to like some of the trappers who are now rappers, I look at it like a lot of these trappers are looking at and listening to some of the rappers that they love, some of the music that they rock with. I mean, you gotta have the music in your car, right? You ain't gonna ride in silence. You listen to somebody. A lot of these people listen to some of these rappers and live religiously by some of their lyrics. They listen to a lot of these rappers growing up, and these rappers talked about how when they had the drug money, how they flipped it into the rap money, and how they once was trapping. I mean, Young Dolph, I'm just giving a little pushback. You were once the trapper turned rapper. Now somebody's listening to your music and they want to do the same thing that you did. And the second thing I would like to bring to that is that a lot of these trappers, Dolph, are looking at you live a lifestyle legally now. You're not in the streets per se doing illegal activity, risking your life. You're this famous big time rapper who now gets to legally go city to city, make bread. So they look at you and kind of be a little envious of you as they risk their lives day in and day out. And they see you able to make an honest living and more, feed your family. You brag about these things. Rappers brag about being able to put on for their city. And now these trappers want to do it. I think you can't be mad at the trapper who wants to become the rapper. I've never sold drugs. I tell y'all that honestly. I don't mind saying that. I don't got a fake cool. Never sold drugs. Never have. Never will. No matter how hard times get. But I don't really go. You don't see me judge anybody that does. I get why it happens. I'm not a fan of it, but I get why it's happening in our cities, right? And to act like you don't understand why the trappers want to be rappers, I come on now. When you once was the trapper who now raps about once being a trapper who's now the rapper, come on now. Don't act like you were never that. And I love me some Young Dolph. We about to have an open, honest conversation about Dolph in a few hours on my platform about should he sign a label or not. Please subscribe and stay tuned for that conversation. It's going to be amazing. But I guess I look at it from both sides because I do agree with Young Dolph. It is sickening to see people literally throw away their freedom because they can't understand the concept of, yo, you a trapper, you really in the streets for real, and until you become this famous rapper, you can't put all the shit that you do on the internet. And I think that's the point that Dolph's trying to make is when he was a trapper, it was before the social media era. So like really at it, like you really couldn't see a lot of what these guys were talking about early 2000 and even before that, right? And when they were coming up, it wasn't on the internet, but now these trappers are trying to be trapper and rapper at the same time, and it becomes a big frustrating to the casual fan of just rap music, because everybody wants to be a rapper nowadays, and some of these trappers should not be trying to enter in the limelight, and Dolph believes it is because of fame, not money. And to combat that, like I said, I just think it's difficult. Dolph and any other rapper out there who believes the same thing that Dolph believes, it's difficult for some of these trappers to look at what these rappers talk about, because most of these rappers, they claim they came from the trap. Rap has almost become like a graduation. Rap has become college to the trapper. Like, it looks like the trappers look at rap as the new gradual stage, how your life should progress. You trap, you do this, you do that until you can't do it anymore, and then you become a rapper and talk about your experiences or what you're doing. Rap has become the new college to the trap. Damn, that was a fire-ass quote that I just came up with. Thank y'all for the time, love, and support. What y'all think about all this? What y'all think about what Young Dolph said, what I said? Talk to me in the comment box below. Very, very deep story here. And we're talking about stuff that means a lot to our people, because our people are doing this. So we got to talk about these things. Thank y'all for the time, love, and support. I don't take it for granted. Please subscribe to my platform for more exclusive quality conversations like this. I'm out. What up, Pharaohs? I decided to step my game up again. I've created a music reaction Instagram page. That way, you guys can be up to date on some of the latest new music in the atmosphere. And you guys can also send me some of your music as well. And you will get Mr. TALIAFERRO'S first reaction to your record, for good or for bad, or an artist that we talk about on my platform's music, for good or for bad. Again, follow me on Instagram, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Again, that's Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. And you get more of yours truly.